Siema, z tej strony Polski Gracz, widzimy się w kolejnym odcinku z Vampyra. No i idziemy, moi drodzy, do klubu Ascalon, porozmawiać z przedstawicielami tutaj gabinetu cieni, z tymi wampirami. Dobra. Kurczę, 5000 punktów ona ma, przecież to jest tak dużo po prostu, że ci w głowie nie mieści, naprawdę. Mam ochotę wypić ją. Nie no, ale tego, duże plusy są tego.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Co tu się wydarzyło?
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Tu rzeźnia była.
Quite a battle here.
Tu niedawno do rzeźni doszło.
I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Ciekawe. Zaraz pójdziemy do piwnicy. O! Ciekawie, że się tak kręcimy. Okej. Ciekawszego to tu nie było. O! To mi się podoba. Będzie z tego korzystał.
It's locked.
Myślę, że się nada.
Good evening. We repel the
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him. Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss.
No
Welcome
dobra.
to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She's a close friend, and I'm honored that she feels the same about me.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that...
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I
Please ask.
What does it...
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the...
Do you have any official recognition?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate...
Okej.
What is the...
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does...
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marsh...
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
No dobra.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours. Sent to cleanse the East End of all skulls.
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Okej, grubo, muszę przyznać.
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Dobra, możemy z kimś porozmawiać. Poznawać te osoby.
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign Ekons. This is an outrage. We shall chase these intruders down.
Good evening, Dr.
I
Reed.
was chased by
How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
It's quite unsettling. As a doctor, I am more used to being the observer than the subject observed.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
O, ciekawe, czy można go wypić. Żartuję.
Are you a member?
Yes, I am.
Albo
And I
nie,
have
żartuję.
been for many years, and will be until the day I die.
What can you...
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in it.
Okej.
Are you not afraid?
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
Is not...
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
So you...
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this...
Ciekawe.
What can you tell...
I would not dare speak of our chief.
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson, the wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A
Najbogatszy.
withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic.
Się przemieni w wampira.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in, to cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What do you know?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
But they...
They are not my...
Would you help?
No. There is a time for such methods, but brute force will not be enough to fight this plague.
What is this?
I am sure Lord Redgrave...
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A
Muro?
formidable, unscalable wall to isolate
Aha.
the deserving from the
W ten
infected
sposób
masses.
czuję się gościu lepszy od...
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results...
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they
Ale
appear.
Sus nie jest zbyt
A necessary
dobry.
sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
Poziom.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know...
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish, and is a good friend of...
Does it bother you that I can...
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good
Okay.
Dr. Swansea?
You were
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
You do...
Yes.
Will you bear ill...
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive.
No i super.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied skulls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the skulls.
I have met peaceful and wise skulls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So,
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
and how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Okej. O, nowy poziom hipnotyzmu wzrósł. Super.
How is your...
I have a few questions.
All right, but...
You made me swear on the blood of William Marshall during my initiation ceremony. Why was...
William Marshall was the most glorious knight who ever lived. He served 5 kings, and was a living example of probity for all. And he...
William Marshall...
That would be joyful news, for it would mean he still walks among us. But alas, the great knight...
Why is his blood...
He was simply the greatest defender of the realm we have ever known. I fought by his side at the Battle of Preston, and he made me his progeny following the fight.
What can you tell me?
It's a major concern, and I'm convinced we'll only get a satisfactory conclusion by putting a name...
I have already met Geoffrey McCullum.
The Guard's current successful recruitment campaign is driven by the ravenous behavior of the...
I see. So without the epidemic creating scowls, the Guard could not convince anybody of our presence.
Exactly. Once we have put the epidemic behind us, we need only wait until the Guard grows old and weak. Time will once again become our ally.
No tak,
What about the risk of a full-scale attack here? Geoffrey McCullum is a daring leader.
That is exactly why so many of our number have left the country until things improve. But not me. I founded this club.
Okej.
May I ask you about the mortal who attended my initiation?
A member of the club does not normally ask questions about other members. We trust each other mutually.
So he...
Indeed. Only the...
But Mr.
Aloysius Dawson is a man of his word.
Goodbye.
Godspeed, Dr. Rick.
We are
Dobra.
losing this fight.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Doctor.
Sobie nie pogadaliśmy. Możemy pójść do tej żony tego naszego byłego przyjaciela w sumie. No, to trochę nie
I
brzmi.
think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Dobra.
Hello again, people.
Jonathan, you're still up. Can't you just knock at people's doors during the day?
I'm sure you can spare me a few.
Of course you may, Ian.
Super.
Remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son? They were such a beautiful family.
Najpierw dom przeszukajmy. Ma naprawdę duży ten dom.
At least you survived the Great War.
I ładny.
It's locked.
O, pamiętnik Wenus. O kurczę, pieczone. Grubo, widzę. Duże problemy rodzinne mają.
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign. No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in. Emily
proszę.
wanted to become a vampire. Something must have gone wrong. Someone is responsible for this mess. But who? Blood. I should follow the trail.
Potem pogadamy z Wenus. Dobra. Co my tu mamy?
What are you doing here?
I could ask
Vampyr
you the
to
same
jest.
question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I intend to do so very soon, thank you. But for the moment, I'd like to shed light on the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
And who?
I am Jacques-Michel Guillaume Florimond, the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, at your service, my dear cousin.
Your friend?
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world. So many countries.
Dear cousin.
We could be of the same blood, my dear. I tend to consider all Econs as family, don't you?
What are you?
I recently decided to visit London. I've always dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate, yet intense
Chore na głowę.
You take...
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
What do you...
Take pleasure. Take pictures. And
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
oh, you're referring to that young woman. Yes, the meeting turned messy. I'm afraid I ruined my last redingote.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
The body rejected my blood. It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
I believe you, sir. Emily's diary confirms your statement.
Oh, Emily was her name. Quite charming. Well, mystery solved then.
Yes, I suppose so.
Nie wiedział jak ma na imię.
And so can you. Farewell, sir. May you enjoy the spectacle of this fallen city.
Go rozwalił w sumie chętnie. No grubo, muszę wam przyznać.
Hello, John.
A to nawet nie zwróciła uwagi, że ja wyszedłem.
It's a pleasure.
So you returned from the war in one piece too. Thank God. My Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras. Clarence has changed a lot since he returned from the war, you know.
How have you been since the...
I've done my duty, like all British women. You have no idea what it was like to wait for months without knowing if I'd still be a wife or a widow.
I understand. Luckily, this part of town has been saved from the worst of the bombings.
Yes, and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not a...
Have you noticed...
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan, please accept my
Thank you.
I wish I could have assisted at the...
There's no need to apologize.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence has not even thought to present you his condolences. He is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Venus.
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions. I'm a leper in my own community.
Okay.
I'm investigating this.
The McPhersons. I heard they locked themselves in their own house.
They could just be afraid of...
Perhaps you're right. But if I were you, I'd pay them a visit. A big house, reachable through a
Okay.
I remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son.
They're all around you, waiting.
Good evening, old chap.
I won't lie to you. Infection is everywhere these days. But if you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to...
Yes?
Not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there?
Clarence, why have you
I have to warn everybody about them. They've killed thousands of people already. Unnoticed thanks to the epidemic. We are all in danger here.
Vampires in London? Come on, Clarence.
I'm not mad, Jonathan.
Clarence, I'm your friend, so I'm not going to judge you. But think about your wife, your family. You're in pain, and you need help. I
don't need a doctor, Jonathan. I need my best friend to trust me.
Aye.
Do you realize you are ruining...
Money isn't important. Not important when it is a matter of life and death. That is what...
People...
I understand my wife's embarrassment, but gossips don't kill, vampires do. There'll be no future if people don't open their
Skradał
eyes.
zmysły.
I can't believe I'm telling you this.
Don't you think I tried? I knocked at every door, went to every bank, I even tried to be published. No, Jonathan. This is a one...
Tell me what...
They've always been here. And if you search for long enough, you realize others know about these devils too. I'm not alone.
Have you shared?
No. But I've published my leaflets all across the city, hoping that someday someone will realize I'm...
What do you mean?
The Guard of Prewin. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's
O,
Dog.
i
the
Habot,
Cabot
drogą.
Throckmorton.
Ten.
Those names always...
Have you spoken?
No. With the quarantine...
Are you asking me to help you prove the...
Yes, Johnny. Please, gather all the information you can find about vampires and bring it to me. You're the only friend I have left. I need you.
No nie wiem, przyjacielu.
Good evening.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure? To become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood?
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me.
Dobra.
I'm investigating.
A few days ago, I spotted...
Where is it?
Okej.
Good.
She's been...
Dostaliśmy kołek jakiś nowy. La 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 la. To mi się podoba. Już go zamontowałem. Tak, od razu go ulepszmy i zróbmy potkę. Będziemy kończyli ten odcinek, żeby też to za długo nie trwało. No mega mocna broń. Jestem teraz pod wrażeniem tego. Dobra. No i moi drodzy, do zobaczenia w kolejnych filmach. Zostawcie łapkę w górę.